Hello, prospective Belmont High School soccer players. I am Mr. Bisceglia-Kane, also known as Coach Bisceglia in Belmont. I am the varsity soccer coach in Belmont, and I'm here to share a little bit of information about our program, tryouts, summer schedule leading up to tryouts, and just a little bit more information that we typically have face to face. We're missing the eighth grade meeting, which is for rising freshmen. And along with that, we're trying to kind of add some other information that will be pertinent and helpful for rising sophomores, juniors, and seniors for next school year. So let's just run through a few things. First, I have been coaching in Belmont for 6 years. So this in varsity for 6 years. This will be my seventh year. In the past 6 years, we've made the semifinals of Division North League 3 times. So 50% of the time we're making it to the semis. We're still trying to get over that hump, and hopefully this will be our year. But it's just a testament to how committed the soccer players are in Belmont. Just walking the fields and seeing how popular soccer has become in Belmont is the number one reason why the high school soccer program is what it is. It's the work and time that all the players put into soccer, both in and outside of season. So I always like to kind of give you, the players, that compliment, because it's just astounding and inspirational to see, and it's an honor to be a part of the program at the high school level. The program, for you that are not familiar, is split into three. So we have a varsity program, a JV varsity, and a freshman. There's been conversations about turning the JV and freshman into JV A and JV B. That's not happening as far as I know coming this year, especially with all the pandemic has brought. But it may be something that we turn to the year after this one. So with the freshman program, Coach Burgess and the JV coach, Coach Carlone, essentially run their own programs. Coach Burgess obviously only has freshmen on the freshman team, and then the JV team can have freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, and then the varsity program can have all four grades. It's very rare to have a freshman on the varsity program, at least to start. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of movement between the teams. So in any given season, there's 3 to 5 freshmen that move up to the JV squad, typically, and then there's a few JV players who become practice players for varsity, and then usually become a full part of the roster going into what hopefully is a tournament run at the end of the season. So for that reason, we select our teams and think about how many people we want rostered, knowing there's going to be movement and shuffle between the programs. So I mentioned Coach Carlone. He was hired last year. It was tremendous for us at the JV level. Coach Burgess has been coaching the freshman team for many years. I don't want to quote how many years that's been, because I don't want to age him, and I don't want to get the number wrong. And I've had quite a few coaching assistants in the last few years, and with all that is up in the air right now, I'm not positive who will be coming back, but I'm pretty confident Coach Wolf will be back and around. He's our goalkeeper coach and has been a huge asset to the program. He played at Tufts, and if you're familiar with the collegiate soccer scene, they've won many national championships that you will hear very often about from Coach Wolf if you're around him. And we have 4 outstanding captains that were elected by the players of the squad last year, and those are Noah Meyer-Herron, Mike Ciano, Ali Naruzi, and Theo Cargier. We had a really strong group of juniors last year in the team, and the sophomores, the rising juniors, will have to fill their shoes this coming season. But really excited to work with these captains. Obviously, they got elected as captains for reasons, but I think it's a really good mix of personalities and skill sets that will be assets for the team. And then on top of that, we typically have a June meeting. So what happens is we have the 8th grade meeting. We collect emails and contacts for the current high school students, and then we gather all those contacts, and I send out a blast to all the parents and the players and invite you to a June meeting. Obviously that's probably not going to happen in person. I'm not sure if it's even going to happen virtually, but at the very least, I will compile a Google document and be able to share that with any prospective candidate for the soccer program, both to the students and to the parents. That note usually details several things. First, it details what summer looks like, so the opportunities like summer league, which probably is not happening, but we'll still detail it, and potential camps and clinics. Again, those are totally up in the air. We typically do a team camp in the beginning of August, one in Belmont and then one in Wayland, and we kind of co-train with the Wayland program. We've been doing that since I've been the varsity coach. And then tryouts as well. It talks about, speaks to tryouts and what to expect. So that note covers a lot and kind of answers a bunch of your questions that you may have going into tryouts. But I will say, what's important for you to know is that tryouts is an important piece of assessing a player, and a big portion of that is fitness. So you gotta train over the course of the summer, and this summer is going to be a unique one because I think everybody, including Governor Baker probably right now, doesn't really know what September is going to look like. So I think a disciplined and prepared player and person is going to train this summer as if the high school season is going to be a go, and that's the only way that you can kind of go about it and create some consistency and normalcy, hopefully, to your lives this summer. So obviously, when appropriate and if social distancing is still intact, get out and start training. Being on a ball is the best thing for you, but you also need to get in interval training. And if you don't even know what that is, that's going to be spelled out in my letter. But there's specific fitness measures that we do at tryouts, and that will be, again, fleshed out in the letter that I send you in June, or potentially a virtual meeting. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. So I don't want to keep going on and on. I'm excited for the next year. I really hope there's some semblance of a season, especially for our seniors and for the 4 captains that I'm really excited to work with, and I'm proud of their efforts since they've been part of our program. If you have any questions regarding any of this, you can send them to my email address. I'm a teacher in the district at Butler, so it's B.Kane, so B as in boy, Kane, and then it's the regular belmont.k12.ma.us. So if you have any questions, you can reach out. There's more tryout information that's, I think, posted now on the website of the high school. All right. Thank you for listening to this, and I hope to see you come late August for tryouts. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.